But moving on
And you said it, not
to
me.
the topic. I was going to say the topic of the day. It's not really the topic of the day. It is an topic of the day.
And topic. The first topic today.
The first chiller. ESRB will be adding warning labels to games with microtransactions. It has happened.
That fixes everything.
Yes. Everything's done. There's the ESRB logo back here.
Yep.
I realize now that don't worry about it.
It's okay.
The move is part of the
fresh.
I thought it was
Roll
wrong.
it back.
The move is part of Fresh Push. There's a typo in here. Part of a Fresh Push by the ESRB, the board, which gives age ratings to games in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico to better educate parents on ways children can spend money within games. So we have talked about this ad nauseum at this point. I feel like
it does make me want to throw up. That's true.
But in fairness, this is the thing that we've all said. Like, just throw a warning on the front of the game and call it good.
Yeah,
and
it's at least a start.
It is a step. So all games which offer some way of spending further money will be branded with the label. From those which offer blind loot boxes and flog in-game currency to those which simply offer the ability to buy a season pass or DLC pack. In other words, this will affect most games.
It's interesting that they throw in DLC season pass type stuff because I didn't really expect that. I think what we were hoping for is because what they do in China, for example, is like any games that are sold there with loot boxes, they have to put the odds of winning something, like of what you win and how often you can win it, on the packaging for the game. So like Overwatch has to do that kind of thing because of their loot boxes, and you know, Destiny would obviously have to do that and things like that. That's kind of more what I would like to see, is a much more specific thing catered to.
How that looks.
Yeah,
on the front of the game,
would be interesting. I mean, you obviously have to put it on the back of it. You know, I don't know. I'd have to look it up, and it's probably in Chinese,
just like
so I don't know.
Grids of information of like, hey, here's this loot box. Here's what could be inside it. Here's the chance of getting it. Yeah. Here's this loot box and how much they cost and whatever. I'm like, it's just like a lot of information.
I know it's a lot, but I think you could do both. I think you'd have warning, like, hey, warning, this has in-game purchases, and then it says see back for more details, and then you turn it over and you see that. If it doesn't bother you, you're not going to read the back.
Yeah.
I think that's a good option. But this one, right now, we don't know what it's going to look like yet. I'm assuming it's, you know, you've got your normal like ratings, like your E and your T and your M and stuff. I imagine they will have something like that. It's just like a different next symbol. So
it's a dollar sign.
dollar sign.
They being ESRB, put out a tweet, or in a tweet, a statement.
That's right.
So it goes as such. You may have noticed that we've been a little quiet on the topic of in-game purchases and loot boxes, but we've been listening. In fact, we've absorbed every tweet, email, Facebook post, and singing telegram sent our way. We've been working. You are really distracting. We've been working to develop a sensible approach to let gamers and parents know when a game offers the option to purchase additional content. Starting soon, ESRB will be assigning a brand new label to physical games, in-game purchases. This label, or as we call it, interactive element, which is weird. It didn't need a different branding. Just call it a label. Will appear on boxes and wherever those games can be downloaded for all games that offer the ability to purchase digital goods or premiums with real-world currency. This includes features like bonus levels, skins, surprise items, such as item packs, loot boxes, mystery awards, music, virtual coins, and other forms of in-game currency, subscriptions, season passes, upgrades, e.g. to disable ads, and more. How much more could there possibly be? We're also launching a new website. I'm not done. parentaltools.org to help raise awareness of the helpful tools that parents can use to manage the amount of time or money those crafty kids spend playing games.
Those crafty. That's what it actually says.
I didn't add that.
That's insane.
This is the first step of many. We'll continue to discuss how to further enhance our rating system with publishers, developers, gamers, and especially parents, and we'll continue to make adjustments as the need arises. Thank you for all your patience on this and your love for the games we rate.
Oh my goodness.
That is
I even looked at that picture before and I didn't realize it had that many words in it. That's, boy, it's going to be on everything. So you know what parents are going to do? They're just going to ignore it.
Just like the rating.
If it's going to be like the same exact label, but it says the same things on any of them, I get that it's a step.
I mean, to that point, this is what we've been saying for them to do. Put a label on it, and if they put that label on it and they put the information on the back, it is in the hands of parents now.
That's true.
Yes, they listened. They've heard all of us on all the mouths of the internet going, just put a label on the box. That's all you need to do, and it would sidestep this issue of I didn't know there was loot boxes in the game because it's if you put the label on the front of the box, it says, hey, there's ways to spend money inside this game, and parents come complaining like, hey, my kid just spent $1,000 playing Overwatch, they'd be like, that's on you. It's on the box.
Yeah.
Like, look at the box.
It's true.
Now, I don't know what else to do at that point.
It's a good step, I think. I think I'll reserve judgment until I see what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
Because it's like, is it just like an informational little white box like all their stuff is now that everybody ignores because they do? Or is it going to have like a little like red bar at the top that says warning contains, in-game purchases? Like, what's that going to look like?
Shells full of red bars.
Well, because I want to like see like because you got to capture your parents' eyes, right? Like that's the idea. We know to look for. That's because we play games all the time. So what is a parent of a teenager now? So say somebody in their late 30s, early 40s, like what is going to catch their eye when looking at the games, right? Because that's what they want to see. Now, does the ESRB really care about shielding kids from this stuff? I don't think so, because that's not where the money's
Someone
at.
at the ESRB does.
So maybe somebody does.
ESRB is not making money from microtransactions.
Well, that's true. But it just, at the end of the day, if the video game industry starts to hurt the sales, ESRB is going to be reflected by that in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just curious what it's going to look like. I don't want to say it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent. I hope that it's an actual like warning and not just a really bland message that everybody skips over like they already do. Since it's going to be on everything, I hope it'll be maybe a little bit more tailored to what we see in that specific game.
And this is, the two of us have kind of been the response of the whole internet of like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, it needs to be more. So they have responded to multiple questions about this. So, quote, to most parents, money is money, end quote, the ESRB wrote, replying to the question of why games with exploitative loot boxes would be treated the same as a game which simply offers a way to purchase DLC expansion. Quote, this label and the parentaltools.org give parents the tools to set reasonable boundaries and better manage how their kids interact with games. Still, this is just one step, end quote. So
it sounds like it's going to be a generic label. I think it's just, as long as it grabs their eye and it forces them to read it, then it's a step. But I just, like I said, jury is still out. Peggy is the European branch of the, not branch of the ESRB, but they do the same thing.
You'll
see on trailers like Peggy 18 or Peggy 12 or
if you watch
those are the ones I
trailers
realize.
on the internet.
Yeah, I watch trailers on the internet all the time. So Peggy is indeed discussing this. The system's operations director Dirk Bozeman's told this writer, we are already providing an in-game purchase descriptor for some games, those that get a Peggy rating via the IARC system, digital games and apps like on Google Play or in the Nintendo eShop. But in-game purchase offers are also available in games that are sold on discs, so it makes sense that we provide the same type of information across the entire range. So basically, man, we haven't done it yet.
Like, they did something, now we need to do something.
Yeah, but again, it all says soon.
Darn you, ESRB.
So we still don't know when the ESRB is going to do anything. This could be, next month. This could be next year. Like, what is soon? TM. Like, what's the? Well, I mean, I'm curious to see what the rollout is.
Games that have gone gold already and started shipping, like, those are out. I'm sure it's got to be
in the next couple months, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to set a day, but like it's gonna start on this day. That all games are gonna have this. Yeah, all new games are gonna have this. They can't really retroactively do.
Well, no, and I don't expect
anything. But we'll unless see. They like send out stickers to GameStop and Walmart of like, hey, put these on X games.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I think it would be dumb.
It would be dumb because they got the shrink wrap and stuff.
It would be another sticker to go on your game.
Be another thing I ignored and ripped off and threw in the trash. But it is what it is. So we will see. I hope they don't wait too long.
Such is life. We will keep you updated as the story progresses.
Trust me, we will tell you.
Yeah. Just you?
Just me. just cranking mad at it, man. Cranking mad.
Just so cross with you.